Hello everybody, it's Michael, the non-Armenian, here on Sovereign Artsakh. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I know most of you have, but if you're new and you're just discovering this channel for the first time, subscribe, it helps. And click the like button, and that helps. And comment in the comment section on this topic that I'm about to read about. But before I do that, this news. But before I do that, go in the description below. I have a new channel. Go there. Go there. It's called Sweet Home Maricopa, and subscribe there as well. And click the like button there and watch the videos. I've just started like a couple days ago. Go there. It's different topics, some related to this channel. This is all Armenia, America and Armenia, Turkey, Azerbaijan, etc. But let's get those subscribes and those views up over there. I think things are going to explode over there, and if they explode over there, they'll increase over here, and that's really the goal. That whole channel is, the whole point of that is to get a broader following on other topics so that those people will start paying attention to this topic as well. All right, here we go. What is it? Sham trial. 14 Armenian POWs begin in Azerbaijan. Oof. Let's just read it. Sham trial of 14 Armenian POWs begins in Azerbaijan. Aliyev admits to holding Armenians captive for political reasons. Another sham trial of Armenian prisoners of war being held captive by Azerbaijan was staged on Wednesday in a Baku court, while a video has surfaced in which Azerbaijani President Ilham Aliyev admitted that Baku was holding Armenians captive to advance its political interests. The trial of 14 Armenian POWs kicked off in an Azerbaijani court, with prosecutors alleging that the defendants illegally crossed the state border of Azerbaijan on November 26 and 27, 2020, as an organized group took up the combat positions in the forest and other areas in the northwestern part of the Hadrut in the Khojavend district. The 14 Armenian POWs illegally being held captive in Azerbaijan and standing trial were identified as, and then it lists all their names, and it would butcher them, but you go to this article. This is an Asbarez. Trend.az reported that another 3 Armenians are being investigated for the same crime, quotes, crime. The trial comes days after an Azerbaijani court sentenced Lebanese Armenian Bekeneu to 20 years in prison for alleged terrorism. On Saturday, through the mediation of the United States, the European Union of Georgia, Azerbaijan released 15 prisoners of war. Oh, I missed that. Saturday, so 15 were released in exchange for Armenia handing over maps of landmines located in Agdam, which was surrendered to Azerbaijan after the November 9th agreement. Armenia's human rights defender Arman Toyan on Wednesday revealed that during a conversation with the president of Erdogan of Turkey, Aliyev admitted to holding a number of Armenian captives for political purposes. Toyan said that conversations between Aliyev and Erdogan, which took place when the Turkish leader was visiting occupied Shushi, is irrefutable evidence that the Azerbaijani authorities are, number one, illegally keeping all Armenian captives as hostages for use in political bargaining. Number two, committing human trafficking, a criminally punishable act. Number three, continuously misleading the international community, claiming that the captives are terrorists or saboteurs. And number four, staging false criminal proceedings against captives. Quote, the discussion between the president of Turkey and Azerbaijan proves that Armenian captives are being illegally held in Azerbaijan in exchange for minefield maps, said Toyan, who said the translated version of the above video will be dispatched to relevant United Nations bodies, blah, blah, blah. All right, so this maps thing, minefield maps, has been like decades old. It's ugly to call military personnel terrorists. Like, there were prisoners of war taken by Armenia in this conflict, in this war that happened in September, October, November of last year, 2020. The reports were that the Azerbaijani prisoners of war were shocked at how they were treated by the nurses, by the people in the hospitals. They were shocked that they were treated as human beings. These are young men that clearly have grown up in a culture that breeds hate, that couches all of its references to Armenians as subhuman, as animals, as not even possessing the capacity for compassion. Yet the reports were like, oh wow, she brought me chocolate, right? This is an enemy. This is a person that I grew up hating, told to hate. This is an enemy. And they bandaged and tended my wounds and made sure I was comfortable and brought me chocolate. It's like shocking to their, it's, what's it called? It's ontological shock, right? They have a belief system that is disproven by their experience and they don't know how to process it. And there's even reports that when those Azerbaijani prisoners of war were released, and to my understanding, every Azerbaijani prisoner of war was released to Azerbaijan. So then they get back to Azerbaijan and they're interviewed by their own press, and their press says, oh, how did they treat you? And they're like, oh yeah, well, they actually treated me well. And the camera cuts away or whatever. They try and get news bites that support their propaganda, to the lies. Yet these guys have been released, like, are honest about how they're treated. Okay, prisoners of war, these are not terrorists that are on trial. They're prisoners of war who should be released by international law. All right, subscribe and share and click the like button and comment.